Check, check, check. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. It is your boy, Levelhead, back with another live. A little late. Level Gamers Podcast. I have my crew. Go ahead and let them know you in here. Keith Norris, K-Bump 20. What's up, people?
What it do? Implosion. Okay. I'm starting off wrong.
What'd you say?
I said implosion.
Implosion.
A little late, but we're here.
Yeah, we are here. So go ahead and share this. Put it out there so that we can, they can know that we are in these streets, all in your eardrum. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Nintendo dropped the bombs! And I'm going to explain why they were bums. Yes, read the title. Finally, the end is near. Keith, you going to actually be able to say what you just told me. Game over. You can literally say that again because man, I'm upset with you, Keith, man. You should have just kept that to yourself, though. You should have kept that to yourself. Well, you got it, bro. I am definitely motivated. But welcome to the show, people. Let me see something real quick. I just want to make sure. Let me see. Does that sound better? It do sound better. Okay, I'm going to do that input. But I hope that it's coming through both sides of my earphones. But anyway, welcome to the show. I'm excited. And we're going to be talking here. But anyway, welcome. Keep you hear all them bombs. That's what Nintendo's doing in this direct. That's what they say, right?
Man, we're gonna get into it.
Boom.
But we didn't have no.
We got Smash Bros.
We didn't have no Smash Bros. So welcome to the show.
Oh,
y'all.
thank God.
We got a lot to discuss on this evening. We are here. We are excited. We was about 5 minutes late, and I do apologize. But I had a meeting that ran over. And I'm gonna go with this one. It seems better than this other one. It ran over, so I wasn't able to get here right at 8 o'clock to get everything set up. But my fellas was here. Keith was here. K-Bum 20 was here, and we are excited. We got to talk about Nintendo coming through on the anchor leg. Everybody came through. The video game herd, welcome to the show. You hear all them bums, Nia? You hear them bums? That's what Nintendo did this week, right? We gonna talk about it. Nia, don't get on me. Anyway, so she said, yeah, we are back. Y'all are back. So anyway, we got a lot to talk about. Nintendo had the anchor leg with this Nintendo Direct for June the 11th. Kind of coming out of nowhere, rumored to be happening, and it definitely came to fruition. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to also do what you've been gaming on. Anything else? Keith, did you finally get to see Spider-Man?
I have not seen anything. I haven't went and saw nothing. I didn't even finish watching Invasion. Is it Invasion?
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. I didn't even finish watching. I'm halfway through that show. I haven't really been.
Secret Invasion. Man. That's on Disney.
The new Disney Plus series.
What did that hit? What did that drop?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh, I got to go up there and start that. No, I didn't know that drop. So Secret Invasion. Okay. So K-Bun, did you see Flash?
I haven't saw nothing. I heard it wasn't good though.
That was a Flash, definitely.
I heard.
Hush up, Neil.
That.
Keith already made me upset. Now you up here talking about I finished Tears of the Kingdom today. Now keep your finishing the game to yourself. I ain't done yet. I got a little bit more to go. So
no, give us some claps. Okay,
give us some claps. There you go, Neil. Congratulations for finishing the game. This game really does K-Bum deliver. We're going to talk about that, but No one seen Flashpoint. K-Bum, you didn't go see the DCEU.
Those are when it comes home. I am not wasting my money in a movie theater for a DCUE movie.
You didn't go to the big screen to see the DCEU.
The last time I went to movie theaters was with you.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep. That was with but it was late, man. Don't be doing me like that. It was Aquaman. Yeah, it was late. It was late. My wife stayed up. I fell asleep like 3 times. But I like Aquaman. I do. I like Aquaman. It says
it was fine.
You telling me not to be intimidated, Nia? I'm not. Right now, I'm on. I can't really. I don't want to spoil. I guess this ain't a spoiler. It's one of the dungeons later into the game. I'll say that where you have to put together Frankenstein. Get that? You have to put together the Frankenstein, and so that you can trigger this last event. So I'm there with one of these sages. So anyway, I'm actually fighting the boss there. So I had to turn it off and go to this meeting, and hopefully when I go back upstairs, my mom's asleep, so I can go ahead and take over the TV again. So anyway, but I'll talk about that on what you've been gaming on. But welcome to the show. These people don't go out. K-Bum ain't going to support the DCEU. I don't understand why he be hating. He go and watch all that Marvel mess. Why you can't go support the DCEU? I don't get it. But anyway,
man, I've been late on the latest Marvel stuff. I have not seen them day one like I've been seeing them because they've been slacking.
Keith, look at him trying to walk that back.
I'm not walking it back. I'm just being honest here. You can take it away any way you want to. It's the truth.
Hey, Alan Steed, welcome to the show.
No, it's actually been kind of weird, man. Everything been bombing in the theaters. Elemental. Should have came straight to Disney Plus.
Yeah, should have.
Flash.
Yeah, should have.
Disney is struggling, bro. They anime is struggling.
Yeah,
major
struggling.
Time, man.
Big time.
Mario kicked his butt.
Yeah, Mario and Spider across the Spider.
Yeah, the Sony movies, Spider-Man. Yeah, kicked her, but it was amazing. That was worth seeing the week it came out. That was amazing.
It's good. I'm glad that this is the last DCEU. I don't even like Flash. I will go see Aquaman, but I'm not going to see Flash. I don't even like that dude that's the main actor in Flash.
Man.
He's been trashed the whole way through.
Yeah, no one really likes him.
So, and I don't understand how they can do that to old boy from Creed. What's his name?
McCain.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. Y'all can do all that to Jonathan Majors, but this boy kidnapped the person, drugged him.
He was on some crazy stuff.
Vandalized and beat up. Like, all that. He in his movie being promoted. And y'all got an accusation that ain't even true and been proven not to be the case. Supposedly not true.
Supposedly.
And this man is being black listed in Hollywood. Like, don't tell me there ain't some that's
a whole nother conversation.
Anyway, we're not doing that. We're not doing that tonight. So welcome to the show. So anyway, we're going to get into what you've been gaming. That's just some opening dialogue. We keep it real over here.
I did.
Wait a minute, K-Bum.
Oh, my bad. I jumped on in there. I was
I want
ready.
all y'all, Alan Steed, Sister Nia. Yeah, and it's Sister Nia because she was at church when you come to the Live and Level Gaming Podcast. Sister Nia,
funny.
while you passing the offering plate around, would you share the link on your page? Let them know to come in and join us on tonight. Alan Steed, Deacon Alan Steed, go on over there and make sure you share. Hey, I gotta do it. I'm here. Gotta be me.
Man, that's funny.
Deacon Alan Steed, go on over there while you sending folks around to the offering plate. Go on over there and share it on your page. Let them know to come on into the sanctuary. The Live and Level Gamers podcast is popping off. Now, anyway, K-Bum, what was you finna say?
Man, I'm laughing so much I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. I'm just, I'm cool. I don't forget.
Okay,
I was gonna
Keith,
say.
we gotta take them to church, man. We about to take them to
go.
church. So we finna do this opening devotion. What you been gaming on? Hey, come on, let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You been gaming on? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. All right, who want to go first? Norris, you go ahead and take the floor, man.
You want me to do this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead and do it.
Rip the band-aids off. Rip me off the plastic.
Hey, man. What does that even mean? Anyway. I'm too old now. Anyways.
Right.
So as you know, me and Level have been talking about this little bitty games, like this little low budget. No, I'm just playing. This little indie game, yes. Finally completed Tears of the Kingdom. And I've been kind of practicing on trying not to say too much, because it's completely the most beautiful ending I've ever experienced. It's beautiful.
My man sound like he had tears.
Wow.
I had tears. Yeah, I had tears.
Tears of the kingdom.
So let me say this. Everybody know the last boss is Ganondorf. You saw him in the cutscenes.
Oh man, spoiler that.
Keith, you could have kept that to yourself, man.
My bad.
Man,
So anyways, I don't think I knew how to play this game until I fought him.
Oh.
I played this game, and Cable, you gonna love this. I played Tears of the Kingdom the way I played Breath of the Wild. And in Breath of the Wild, I kind of just brute forced my way through it. I didn't really read everything to get the most out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Tears of the Kingdom is not going to allow you to do that. You got to, and thanks to Nia, she gave me some tips and stuff that I needed to use as well. But you got to read, man. And like Level was saying, you got to cook. You have to read. You have to find out all those little integral things that you could use to get the one up on your opponent. And in Tears of the Kingdom, you have to do that. And I went into the final battle. I'm not going to say what happened and so on and so forth, but I went to the final battle.
What happened
was I went in there. He handed my butt, and I turned around and said, "All right, let me regroup." And but I knew I wasn't going.
I had a few of those.
I knew I wasn't going to beat him initially. Because I kind of just wanted to see what he was going to do. And honestly, I appreciate Nintendo. I think I would say going back to Wind Waker, all of the Ganon fights have kind of been grounded. So in this fight is similar in how it's grounded in Spectrum. And I just want to say Link is that dude. But I had to go back, and I was sitting out just thinking for a minute, like, do I want to go back to Hyrule? If I go back to Hyrule, then I got to start over, but I don't want to start over. So I started going through all my items and just trying to figure out what can I do. This dude is beating my tail. I can't beat him. So it's a combination of using the right items. It's a combination of your skills, timing, because he fights, you fight, y'all all fighting. I was about to say something. I had to change what I was going to say. But
good job.
but you. And you have a little opportunity to prepare before you go in and fighting one last time, but you gotta use all your items. Like I found, well, I can't say anything, man. I'm proposing that we have a spoiler cast whenever you finish it, but I didn't really know how to play this game until I fought Ganondorf. After I fought Ganondorf, if I were to play this game again, I'll destroy this game again. If I was to ever go back through it, because he taught me how to play this game. You have to everything that you learned from the time you started playing this game. You have to throw it at Ganondorf, or you're not gonna beat him. You cannot beat him like you playing Breath of the Wild. He ain't.
Yeah, I said that in the comment section, but I ain't fought him yet. But anyway, go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, what's Calamity Ganon? He's not Calamity Ganon. Calamity Ganon was a combination of all the stuff you had done as far as like the other what are some folks called? The Blight Ganons or whatever.
Yeah.
Ganondorf ain't him.
I
He's
got you.
fighting you. But anyways, it's a beautiful game. That's what I beat. I don't know what to do with myself now. I'm probably gonna. I probably should take Nia's advice and try to play Xenoblade Chronicles, but I probably won't. But I heard you loud and clear, Miss Sister Nia. I heard you. But yeah, that's what I've been on.
Okay. Man, Keith. Bro, I wanted you to go ahead and go into some details. I mean, but I know you try not to spoil them. But
What you want me to say? Because I want to talk about this game.
I mean, I don't know what you can say that may not spoil. I don't want to be spoiled, but you said some intriguing things. Okay, K-Bun, real quick. Let me go at the key. So maybe something I say may trigger him, right? So, like Keith, what was it? What's the Ganon I'm fighting that I fought? The Phantom Ganon, right? I don't feel like
that ain't it.
No, I know, no. But let me explain. So before Phantom Ganon, I wasn't cooking anything. I wasn't cooking. I was just going. I go to the apple orchard and let them trees try to get me and beat themselves up, and I guess gather apples. I get about 100 apples. And I go to wherever I need. I just eat my apples and keep putting my health back up, and I just outlast and beat whoever I was fighting. I couldn't do that with Phantom Ganon. He, first of all, it's like being in the. I don't feel like. Well, I guess this may be spoiler, but when you go into the underworld and your hearts don't replenish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with Phantom, with the gloom, it's the same way. Your hearts don't replenish. So, I'm like, I got thrashed the first time. I beat the first part. It was the second part that threw me like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all this coming? How am I supposed to get to him? My brain didn't think what I had to do, right? So I was running till I couldn't run no more. And it caught me and took me out. So I'm like, man. So I kind of put it in the comment section, and you said, man, you got to cook so-and-so and so-and-so. So I was like, okay, I had about 20 of those flowers. So I went to the little spot they have right outside the castle. I went down in the bottom, and I cooked, and I was just playing around, and me and my daughter were just sitting there playing around, and she said, try that with that. So I try that plant with a crab, and it pop out 10 hearts. Keith, I lost my mind. I was like, what have I been doing this whole time? So I start cooking.
You gotta read.
Right. I don't know what I'm just experimenting. I don't know what to cook, and then I started looking through my menu. So I made this one dish that gave me 5 hearts and 5 minutes of speed, like extra speed. Now, this is going to play into how I beat this dude. So I cook another dish, and it gives me heart replenish from the gloom. It'll replenish a heart. So I made me several of those dishes. And I made this other dish and got another 10 heart dish. So Keith, I'm just cooking because I got all type of food. So I'm just cooking. I'm just in there, Chef Boyardee, Chef Boyardee leveled. I don't know what you want to say. I'm just in there cooking. This dude staring at me like, when you gonna get away from my crock pot? Because I'm trying to cook. So anyway, I'm cooking all these dishes. I got about 20 dishes. And I'm like, okay, I got enough. I'm finna go in here, and I'm finna thrash this dude. I get in there, and you know how the fight goes. I'm not gonna tell you how he fights. But he ain't hard once you figure out how to fight him. But the first few times it is overwhelming because it's not like any other boss fights in the game to that point. So I start getting thrashed again. I'm like, man, I can't dodge this dude. Stuff is wonky, it's weird how you gotta dodge it. It ain't like the others, they don't let you cheat. So it comes down to I'm eating my food. I ate everything, bro. I got one dish, Keith. One dish.
What?
And dude, I don't know what I was doing wrong. I just wasn't doing it right. So I'm running. I didn't have no more arrows. I didn't really stock up on arrows, and that's where I went wrong. I didn't have enough arrows, so I had to run in. You know what you got to do to not have to run. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't. That's why I was losing because I didn't have any arrows to stay at a distance. Y'all should take, if y'all playing it, y'all haven't got there, please take notes. Stock up on arrows before you go fight Phantom Ganon. So anyway, I'm out of arrows. Man, I don't know what to do because I got to put myself in harm's way just to hit him. I can't hit him without losing hearts. That's why I was eating all my food. So I'm like, man, this is bull. I'm finna die again after all this food because I got to run in. I got to take damage just to give him damage. So I came down to a heart and a half. Because as you touch gloom, you lose hearts. I had about 4 hearts. No, I'm tripping. I had about 4.5 hearts. And Keith, I ate the dish. My last dish was the speed dish. And I'm like, this ain't gonna even play a vital role. Man, I ate that speed dish, bro, and didn't even realize I was running like Flash. And I had enough speed to outrun his move to hit him and not be affected. And that's how I beat him. It came literally down to I had a half a heart. He had a smidgen of energy. My daughter screaming and hollering. And I sped up. I hit him before I stepped in the gloom. And I beat the game. I jumped up. I lost my mind. That's when I text John Black, this brother, because I didn't have no hearts. I didn't have no arrows. So
saved by the cutscene.
I was saved by speed. And I looked and I said, man, I gotta start investigating these dishes and these other aspects because I never cared about that stuff in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild didn't present any challenges to require you to do that. I could run up a hill I could run up a hill with a burning bush in the cold and survive because I got a tree on fire. I didn't have to cook a keep you warm dish. So I never even cared about that part in Breath of the Wild. You got to cook in this game. You got to read everything. I got so lost. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth, shame the devil. I had to go to YouTube, bro, because I got so lost. I didn't know. I just didn't realize I had to go open that door behind the shrine. As a door. I kept going up and out of the place instead of walking around the corner. I'm like, man, what am I missing? Because I can't finish this and I can't start where I'm currently at until I figure out. I was like, forget this. I'm just going to go to YouTube and tell the fellas I cheated. Yes, I did. And I realized I just didn't walk around the corner. I was like, oh, that's what I'm missing. And then I did it and I put YouTube down and went on about my business. So, yeah, I did. I had to go to the YouTube one time. So
I just want to jump in because you said a lot of stuff that I feel like now I can kind of talk a little bit more. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying. I said I don't think I really knew how to play this game because just your experience there was basically saying like you were trying to brute force your way through the game. You was eating all your food, but you don't have to do that once you figure out like it's not about trying different. It is about trying different combinations of food, but if you just read the descriptions. And like if one says this one amplifies your electricity resistance or whatever, combine those with other resistant electricity things or whatever, and then you can you'll have a dish that'll give you a lot more time. And then when it comes to those elixirs, use those monster parts with the critters that you find, like a lizard or something like that. If you got, I think it's like a blue lizard. I can't remember the name of it. But if you mix Stellan with some monster parts, that one gives you full hearts and I think like 3 more hearts. So it's you got to play around with it, play with the combination of things. But this game, man.
Man, I'm learning, bro. I'm like, bro,
you gotta learn how to play the game,
right?
And I haven't collected. And Nia said collect fairies. I haven't collected one fairy.
I haven't seen that same.
I haven't seen one great fairy. I haven't even ran across a great fairy.
You haven't found the fairies who enhance your suits?
I went in there with the bait. Well, I found the green tunic in the depths. I was wearing a green tunic and the little shorts, the amplify your hits or whatever, the increase your attack power. So that's all I had.
You haven't found one. Okay, you get the small fairies that give you life if you
Hardy
collect.
lizards. Thank you.
You got the small little fairies that's in a lot of time they up in the sky, but then you got the big fairies that enhance your suits. You didn't. Dang, Keith.
Nope.
Man.
I ain't find nobody. I just got skills, baby. I got skills. My kids
Did you fight any Lionels? You haven't fought a Lionel yet?
Okay. I fought the very first time I fought a Lionel. I was in an area that I wasn't supposed to be in just yet. You are gonna run into that Lionel.
Where was you
want
at?
you to know.
I'm just curious where you were.
I was back at the castle. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
In the bottom?
Back at the castle.
Was you in the castle or at the bottom?
I was in the bottom.
I fought that line. That's the line I was telling you about last week. I almost beat him too. I almost beat him.
I beat him.
No, I didn't beat him. I ain't have enough hearts, but I almost did. Man.
But then I found another Lionel and out in the field, and he beat the crap out of me. I don't know what the deal was. I shot the run. I was like, hold up now.
Man, what I'm starting to learn, man, there's just so much to find, like suits and stuff. I'm like, man. So it's a lot thrown into this game. And when I get done, Keith, we can have a unrestricted conversation. And I appreciate you not spoiling too much. Oh, hush up, K-Bomb. I'm about to bring you in here because that's all I got to talk about. So yeah, right now I just found out what's going on with Zelda and got all past that. Now I'm in the depths and I'm trying to Frankenstein a situation so that they can be a part of my entourage and that I can trigger the next point. And I'm pretty sure after that I'm probably getting to the last chapters and able to go fight the main antagonist. So we'll see. But I want to marinate on it a little bit. What they say? Oh, Chariot Man, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right, what did he say? So Chariot Man says, "What's going on, guys? Talking about Tears of the Kingdom." Absolutely. K-Bum can't handle it. He fell asleep. Anyway, what the Nia says. The good thing with Tears of the Kingdom is that you save recipes that can replicate it exactly next time. That's dope. Go upstairs. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize I had a recipe book until I started doing all that cooking. And my daughter's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, these are recipes." So I started following them. So I got to do what you said, Keith. I got to explore these elixirs and goblin guts and lizards and all that stuff to amplify these powers. But Tears of the Kingdom is a beast, man. Go ahead.
I want to say one more thing. This is not a spoiler, but have you ran across something? I think it's called a dark comp.
A dark
Have you seen it?
Comp. No.
It looks like a little mini. It looks like a Snicker bar.
No, not that I know
of. Find you some dark clumps.
Okay.
It'll change your life.
Okay, I will.
It'll change your life. You
that
got to cook it with food.
Okay, all right. I will look for some dark clumps. And when we get off, give me some areas where I go look for it at. So that was what you've been gaming on. We're going to go on into our first topic. Oh, that's right. K-Bum, my bad. What you been gaming on, bro?
Man, I don't got time for this long conversation with no Tears of the Kingdom.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, draw it out, long conversation about it. We have a whole podcast. Save your time.
See, I ain't never defeated a Gloom Hand. I don't even know how to defeat a Gloom Hand yet. Go ahead. My bad, Nia. Nia, K-Bum don't want me to talk about Tears of the Kingdom no more. Go ahead, K-Bum. But I don't know how to beat a Gloom Hand yet. I've been run from it. I only faced one. It scared me. I can't. It was more scary than Phantom Ganon was.
Are we done?
Yeah. It's the floor is yours, Minister K-Bum. Go ahead.
Anyway, I haven't been playing much. I've been playing Need for Speed, trying to finish that single player portion of the game. Been playing Overwatch and 2K. I did try to get back into The Last of Us because it's been like over a month since I played it. Try to get back into it, and I got absolutely thrashed. And I said, "Well, that's enough for tonight." Turned it back off. So I'm gonna get back into it. But yeah, I was completely rusty, and literally walked past two guards staring dead at me. Yeah, and I got lit up. So I got to get back into it. I'm gonna have to play when the wife is not present because I can't wait for her to come down all the times. I want to play it. So I'm gonna move some of the story along and try to fill her in to where I'm at in the story. So when she watches when I do play, she's not kind of lost on what we were doing. So that's what I've been gaming on. That's just a quick segment. And yeah, we can continue the podcast now.
Wrap it up. Oh, my bad, K-Bum. I didn't mean to do you like that.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do a lot of gaming this week, man. What happened?
No, I have. It's just been the same games.
Okay.
I don't need to talk about them that much.
All right, cool. All right, so we nerded out over Tears of the Kingdom, so we got to talk about this Nintendo Direct. They coming up with the anchor leg. They got the baton, and I don't even know if that's the thing about Nintendo. You can't show they stuff like you can with Sony and Microsoft and every other gaming company. You can pull up the video, watch it, say fair use, and you can look at it and have a good time. Well, Nintendo, yes. Them ninjas gonna shut us down, so I don't know how we can do it, but we're gonna attempt to. So Nintendo had their Direct on was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
And
9:00 in the morning.
And so how do y'all want to approach this? Because I'm not going, because you can't watch it, so you can't watch the video, so it ain't no point in. But I want to talk about Pikmin 4, Mario Wonder, Mario RPG remake. I don't care about the Pikachu game that they started out with. What was another one? I guess we could talk about Metal Gear Solid trilogy, the Batman trilogy, and our thoughts on that. And then we're going to have a discussion about what all this signifies for me and us as Nintendo fans. K-Bum, you're a Nintendo fan tonight. Just know that, so don't bow out of this conversation. And so anyway, where y'all want to start? In the comment section, if y'all got a game y'all want us to talk about, let it be known in the comment section. What game do you want to start with first, Keith or K-Bum?
I did. So not a game first. I did want to start off with a comment.
Okay.
So, not all, but pretty much all of the press conferences or the directs, whatever you want to call them, kind of came out with a bang, right? We talked about Xbox, we talked about the Summer Games Fest, and even PlayStation to a lesser extent, all came out with a bang. So Nintendo spent, and this is why I think, Level, you said Nintendo being Nintendo. Nintendo spent the first 4 minutes of their direct with no words being spoken. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that. There wasn't a single word spoken in the first 4 minutes. That's including all the gameplay they showed. Not a single word was spoken. I'm like, that is not how you come out with a bang. I was fairly bored looking at those jaggy images with no dialogue. So I just wanted to call that out because that really caught my attention.
Because they don't play the sound.
But
they don't get you regardless. But yeah, that was my thought. That was my thought. Go ahead, Keith.
I'd argue that other directs came out with too much talking and no gameplay. Now, I'm not defending Pokemon at all. I'm not. I have no interest, no desire to play Pokemon at all. But the game was gameplay.
True. That is
it's always been my criteria.
Yeah, it's a criteria. It is.
So
yeah, that was no bang.
This is what makes me mad about Nintendo, because everybody else we can just pull up the game, to talk about it, look at the game. The thing you should be able to do as a podcast and gaming fans. But Nintendo robs you of that with their stupidity at times. Lord, forgive me for... No, I don't need no forgiveness. They be doing stupid stuff.
I feel you, bro.
I know it is. It's annoying, man. It's like, why
They be on one.
Why can't we just pull up y'all stuff and talk about it? So let me see. So, y'all, we got to fast forward and just jump through clips because we can't really play nothing. So this is the first game that they showed. This is the Pikmin. I mean, not the Pikmin, but the Pokemon. What is this called?
Do you have to play from Nintendo?
Well,
Does it matter? Does it matter?
it don't matter. If you play anything, they gon' because all of them, most of them that's showing it, probably part of that got a license or a right to show it, and they probably don't get any. They probably have to share whatever they got to share it for Nintendo to get they money. So
Gotcha.
we ain't a part of that. So ain't no. I don't care. But anyway, what was the name of this? Violet and what?
Scarlet and
I don't care.
I don't have any. I have no words for it. I really don't.
I don't care about Pokemon. I think who makes Pokemon? Who's the name of the studio?
Game
I
Freak.
believe that's Game Freak.
Game Freak and Game Freak decide to make a game that actually looks like modern, even for Nintendo Switch standards. When they decide to actually try to make a game look a little better than they doing, I don't care. And so
I would love to see Nintendo go take a crack at making a Pokemon game.
Shoot, they ain't giving up that Pokemon money. No, they not. So anyway,
Exactly.
so Nia
This is
said
true.
this
This
was meh, and we're gonna talk about that. So, but let's go through this. So, of course, they show Sonic, and I don't mean to be like this, y'all, but I can't play nothing, so it ain't. I'm just trying to get the stuff. Now, I like the fact that they showed a lot more footage of Sonic. I do like that. It doesn't, I'm not gonna I won't get this game on the Switch. I'll get it on the. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and it's gonna play into the end discussion with all this. I'm getting this on the PlayStation 5. I'm not gonna get it on the Switch. If it's third party and I have an option, I'm getting it elsewhere than the Switch. All for visuals. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So this looks dope, but it won't be bought on the Switch for me. What was this right here? This is a free to play Singularity 6. Is that how you say that? Singularity 6. This free to game look like it was built off of Fortnite. Yeah, that's right. I gotta put up. Look like it's built off the Fortnite engine.
Hold on, I want to say something about Sonic because we was talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Y'all know how I feel about Sonic games. I just don't think they're good.
Right.
I really don't think they're good games. 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, in your face. The movies are great. The cartoons are cool. But I do like how Nintendo presents it. And I was trying to articulate it a little bit earlier, but the way Nintendo presented it made it seem fun. They made, like, if you listen to it, the guy's talking over it, and he's making it seem so much more engaging than how it was presented at the PlayStation event. Like, the PlayStation, it was like they said the same things, but you had to read it. And, of course, the graphics look better. Nobody's denying that. But the gameplay itself, to me, is just not good enough or fun enough to hold on its own. And the fact that guy was talking and hyping it up, it just made it seem worthy of potentially buying. That's good marketing. Good PR, Nintendo. Good PR.
Right. Now, like I said, I am interested in this Sonic. I like how it looks. Sonic is just turn your brain off. Yeah, most of it is pinball. You ain't really controlling none of it, but it's fun to watch and fun to experience. And Sonic is cool. It depends on the price if I'm going to pick this up or not. So, but if I do, it will be picked up on the 5. I won't pick it up on my Switch. At least I don't think I will. Now, I know it'll probably get played more if I bought it on my Switch because my Switch is in my main room upstairs and not in my man cave because my daughters likes to play, so I leave it up there and I bring my dock down here. So I would probably play it more if I bought it on the Switch. I just want the best visual representation I can get, and I know I'm not getting that with the Switch, so that's why I'm like, I think I'm getting it on the PlayStation 5 because I want to see it at its full glory if I can. I don't want to settle if I don't have to. But this is definitely one on my radar. I know a lot of people get upset because no, I don't care about Pokemon. I'm sorry, I never have, and I don't think I ever will. And every time I see it, it looks the exact same to me. Personally, I don't see the appeal. But somebody do because they get bought up like hotcakes. And I just don't. As a gamer, I don't understand, and it ain't for me to understand. So I apologize for some who may tune out because they get upset because I don't care about Pokemon. So, sorry about it. Anyway, so let's move on. Sorry, y'all. So this is Sonic. So that looks cool. This next one right here, what was the name of this game? Is it Singularity 6? You remember that one?
No, that was the Pila. Was that not the next one?
Bro,
Singularity 6.
I didn't write.
Is it Pila or Singularity 6? I'm looking at two. It's got two things up here.
I'm not sure where you are.
I didn't have it in my notes because I didn't. I think I wrote down.
Yeah, it's Pila.
Is that a Form Simulator?
Yeah, it's Pila. That's the name of the game.
Pila. Okay.
Pila.
So what's Singularity 6 then?
That's probably the developers.
Oh, okay. Well, Nintendo need to put something up there in to indicate that that's
Yeah, that's
not
part
the
of the
name of the
developers.
game. Okay, but this kind of looks like it's built off the Fortnite engine, and it's supposed to be free to play.
So
I
the
know
thing.
you're talking about the first person thing.
No, it's not first person. It's third
Not
person.
that.
I got it up now. If you looking at if you watching live, go ahead, K-Bum. You were saying something.
No, I was saying the thing that got me with this, and I know this is not a major title, but is they have a picture of so there's a screenshot before it changes to the gameplay, right? And the screenshot is of the same environment before it switches to the gameplay, and the when it switched to the game, it got really ugly. And because they had so much detail in the screenshot, and then when it switched to the game, all the textures went away, all the detail went away, and it was just kind of blah. And so that to me, that's not a good showing of the game. I know Keith was talking about a good showing of the game. To me, that's not a good showing of the game because you show all the details in a screenshot, and then you replicate that screenshot in your game, and like none of the detail is there because you can only do so much working off of a mobile engine, right? So I didn't think they did a good job of selling that. 'Cause to me, I caught it immediately.
So Nia said it's basically Harvest Moon. It's like a Harvest Moon type game. Huh? What's that, Keith?
No Form Simulators.
Okay.
If it's a Form Simulator, I have no words.
It's definitely got form simulation in it right here. Well, anyway, so that was the next game they showed. But look, it ain't just form. It got some, like she's shooting a bow and arrow right here, and so it got some other elements. And it seems like it's multiplayer. You can jump into each other's world. We can play this, y'all, for free. Y'all want to, we can. Anyway, let's move on. So that's available at Holiday 2023. The next one was Ignite Your Heart, Persona 5 Tactica. Sega, yeah. So K-Mo, you was right. So the red is the developer, and the white is the actual title of the game. So Persona 5 Tactica is coming to the Switch. No,
that's a remake, right?
Yes, I think so.
Is it? I thought it was brand new.
No. They got another one that is a remake. I
thought Persona 5 Tactica was new.
I think
Persona 5 is. I think there's a Persona 5 remake or something like that. Hold on. Let me look it up.
But yeah, this
Royal.
is coming.
I think it's Persona 5 Royal is a remake or something like that.
Okay. Well, this one, like I said, I can't play it. That's the only thing about Nintendo. You can't play nothing, man. You just can't play it and watch it. Cause they
yeah, it's new. It's new. You're right.
Yeah. So, with that being said, what's wrong?
No, I'm laughing because you finna go ahead.
No, but it looks cool. And again, we saw this with the PlayStation and Xbox. So, I mean, It looks cool though. It ain't something I've never played a Persona game, so I'm not gonna say it's not good or good. I don't know, but it looks cool. I like the animation. But again, if I was going to buy this, I'm just going to be honest, y'all. I'm going to be honest. It's going to play into where we're going to end. I would not buy this on the Switch. I would buy it on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox because I want the full graphical representation. I'm just being honest. When I look at this and then I see it on the PlayStation and I see it on the Xbox and it looks, the colors are popping and there ain't no jackies and everything look crisp and sharp and I'm going to play it there. I know that. So for me, you see where this is going for me. Outside of first party titles, third party on the Switch right now, maybe back in the day would be different, but at this point, going on 7 years in the tooth, I wouldn't get this on the Switch. That's just me, unless I only had the Switch.
I'm a counter you. I'm not gonna get this game at all. I don't care if you handed me this game. I'll be like, I'm not playing it. But I appreciate what Nintendo's doing. I know we're gonna get into a lot more of the games, but what they are really stacking the deck for their device.
Right.
The Switch Mini, we don't talk about that at all. And I finally got my hands on one like a few weeks ago, and it didn't feel bad. It actually felt better than the regular Switch in your hands, believe it or not.
I believe.
And to me, they're just offering everything that we've always. They're offering it late. I get it. They offer a lot of stuff late, but they're offering everything. So for those gamers who don't care about the fidelity, who don't know that, I can just get on the PS5 or the PC or Xbox, they don't know about those things, but they have that option. And like I said, we're going to get into a few other games that I probably would not touch on the Switch, but they exist on the Switch. And Nintendo has, how many is it, like 125 million of these in the wild? So it's like, they are preparing for the next by stacking the deck, making sure there's content.
Right.
Loads of content.
Now, what I was saying, I'm not saying it because I think what Nintendo is doing is great. And I said it's going to play into where we're going. It's great for those who buy it on the Switch. It is. I'm just saying for me, it does nothing for me as a consumer because I'm going to go buy the better option. That's all I was saying. So, but I'm happy for those who may, like the mobility of the Switch and they play it like that and that form factor. I don't really play like that. So it's good. So I'm not knocking. I think it's, like you said, I'm not going to buy a Persona at all. I've never played one. I do like the artistic direction, but it's just not a type of game that I want to broaden my horizon though. But I ain't spending no money. I'm not giving you $59.99 for just to see if I like something. I gotta know.
Yeah. Game Pass it.
I'm not giving you no Game Pass money every month. My wife has been on. She's like, we got Disney, Netflix, and HBO Max. That's all the gaming you need. You better find whatever you want to watch on there. So,
find one of them that works.
Right. Shoot, Disney Plus, we ain't getting nothing else monthly. That's it. So, but I'm happy for Nintendo. This comes out November 17, 2023. So that's dope. Atlas with another one. So what else? Now this one kind of looked cool. Myth Force. I think that's what you was talking about, Keith. This looked cool to me, man. I do like the cartoony aspect of this, man. This looked dope. Did you have anything to say about it?
No, I wrote down. I was like, I can see my boys playing this, and I was like, actually, I would encourage it because I might start them up a little Twitch channel, and set some desk in this room in here and have them playing. I think something like this would be cool. I don't know if it's something I'd play, or I might play it. I don't know, but it definitely caught my eye. It definitely looked interesting, so I'm intrigued with this one.
It got that He-Man old school cartoon to it. K-Bum, any thoughts on this? You look quiet.
No, I actually thought this was looks pretty good, actually.
Okay.
I saw that even from a visual standpoint, it looked pretty cool, and the way that it they is the I guess the art direction I really liked, and the gameplay didn't look bad. I actually thought this was a pretty good one. To be honest, I don't know too much about developers or the game itself, but it looked interesting enough to be fun.
Yeah.
And definitely, I rate it higher than everything else that's been shown so far.
Okay. Well, Myth Force comes out available 2023. I don't know what that means, like if that's available now but available 2023. Nintendo doing Microsoft right there. You might want to put available first on Game Pass. But anyway, let's go. So they show a Splatoon Fest, a Splatoon Fest coming up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know why I bought. I don't know why K-Bum, you talked me and Keith into buying this game.
He really did.
Yeah, you did, man. Because I was gonna skip.
I GameFly mine went back to GameFly.
Yeah, we gonna send you back to GameFly. Anyway, so Splatfest Battle 7 July the 14th, Friday 5 p.m. Pacific time, and on the 7th. June 16th, Sunday at 5 p.m. So they showed that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So what else was okay? So
it's a game that's already out, and it's just an additional content for a game that's already out.
Would you consider this games as a service?
This is trying to be, but it's not. It's trying to be a live service game, but it's not.
Okay.
It is trying really hard though. I will give them that.
Nintendo's variation of live. What did you say, K-Ball?
When Nintendo still has Fortnite, so Fortnite is still Nintendo's version.
Nintendo ain't making it though. They not making Fortnite.
I see what you're saying. As far as first party goes, yeah.
Okay.
But
So,
they are trying. They
service.
release a lot of content, and they do add brand new guns. They do add new modes. They do add seasonal content. So they are really trying to be a live service, but it's close, but it's not.
I'm trying to get so the next thing because I'm trying to get to the stuff we actually want to talk about. So they showed Detective Pikachu. Now this one to me looked noticeably poor. This one didn't look good at all. I mean, this looked worse than the opening Pokemon title. So is this a remake or is this part 2?
Part 2.
Man, this looks anyway. So anybody interested in
So I find it funny because this game I was interested outside of the Mythic Force. I was interested in this game, and I was trying to understand why I was so interested in this Pikachu game. I'm like, why out of all the games they showed, this one looks interesting to me? And then it dawned on me.
Voice acting.
That's why I thought this game looked at. I felt better about looking at this game and felt more attached to this game than the other games. It was the voice acting. I felt like I was looking at a character. I didn't feel like I had to make up the character in my mind. The character was right there, and he had personality. He had style. He had a voice. He had what made him him, and I was intrigued. I was all in the trailer, and I was trying to find out.
You was not going to play this game. I don't care how intrigued you was. You was not finna get.
No, I'm not saying I was going to buy it. I'm talking about that it intrigued me. I didn't say I was going to buy it.
Okay.
I looked at it. I was like, man, what is? Like I literally felt myself liking it, and I was trying to find out why. Like I said, I'm not saying that. Yeah, this is a day one buy. I was trying to understand why I was intrigued by it.
Right.
And that was it.
Okay. All right. K-Bum was intrigued by Detective Pikachu, y'all. This boy, I tell you. I'm messing with you, K-Bum. I'm joking. I know exactly what you mean.
You hate it.
I am. Because I want to get past all this just to get to the 2 titles. It ain't much else I really want to talk about but 3 titles in this thing. Go ahead, Keith.
Well, the funny thing about him being intrigued about this game, this is the one game to me they didn't show any gameplay. I have no idea what type of game Detective Pikachu is. So
It's a detective
It
game.
looks horrible. I tell you that much.
it does look horrible. But I went back to look at the first Detective Pikachu, and I'm not counting that for me rating this. I think they should have said more. But I went back and watched it. It's basically one of those. I think, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but it's like a text to talk or whatever. Like it's just a bunch of text. They're talking and you're making decisions or whatever, but you're not actually doing anything, right? You're not actually running around.
I don't know.
And believe it or not,
played one.
that one on 3DS actually, to me, looked better than this.
I don't know what's going on with it, but it does look noticeably dull and what's the word? Faded. Like they got some like when you edit videos. Like it got like something over the actual footage, like a layer over the footage to make it darker. I don't know what it is, but it got like a graininess over it that's doesn't even fit. Even Switch, it doesn't fit. It feel like it's really. I don't know why that's there. It seems like they could have got this a lot clearer than they got it, because you see Pokemon at the beginning, and it was clear. It wasn't looking like this. But anyway, let's skip on past it. So we get to what I believe is one of the bigger announcements. They show this right here. I thought was dope with Princess. This is where I started to. It came on like, wow, this got you. Yeah, this kind of got me with the Peach, the remake to the this game right here, and I was like, where they going with this? And then, the graphics change, and then you see this squish Mario run out here. And then I was like, oh, it's Mario RPG, and I've never played any other Mario RPGs. And I'm going to tell y'all, this may be the first time I do. I like what I saw here. I did. I liked what I saw here. Maybe it's the Mario power. I don't know. But I was like, you know what? With my girl Kendall and the twins and them kind of starting to get into the game, and I'll be trying to find stuff that they get into, because I plan on giving my Switch to my daughter. As soon as Nintendo decides to give me another one, I'm going to put this one, give this to her, give her all 30 games that I have on it, minus Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and a few other titles. But it's going to be hers, so I'm going to try to buy stuff that I know she may be into. And this one caught my attention. I was like, man, she'll like this. So go ahead. Who got something to say? I think this was, to me, the first game that actually was like, wow, like, okay, this is dope. What's your thought?
Yeah, I used to watch my homeboy play this. I'd go over his house, and he'd be sitting there playing it. I ain't understand it. Because he used to play Final Fantasy and all them other games, and I used to be like, I cannot get into turn-based. Am I dumb? That's how I feel. Like, am I dumb, or this is just boring to me? But I feel like since it's coming back out, everybody has talked about this game, and I think the original title was 7 Stars or something like this, Super Mario RPGs and the 7 Stars or something, and it was made by Square. I don't think they have anything to do with this now. I think this is all in-house EAD probably. But I think I'm gonna give it a chance and actually learn how to play the game, and it might open me up to playing other games that I've pushed to the side because I just simply don't like turn-based games. So I'm gonna give this a try. What'd you say?
I said I don't like turn-based either. It just to me feels like a chore, but I think with Nintendo, because I didn't like with Rabbids. I didn't like those type of games too. I was playing it with Mario, so Mario is a good way to get me to try new stuff. Nintendo, keep doing it with Mario. I may try it out.
Am I a kid again? But yeah.
So let me send a shout out to Phoenix Star. Welcome to the show, Phoenix.
But we got Smash Bros. Though.
All right, so we got Smash Bros. Welcome to the show. What Nia say? Y'all are missing out on some good. Nia, I'm gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try it. I heard this was a good game. The storyline is wonky and funny, so I'm gonna give it a try. I think what's going to help me give it a try is seeing my daughter get into it, and that's what. So Kendall getting into it, I'm gonna give it a try for that reason because I'm trying to get her stuff that she'll play because I'm trying to protect my Switch right now. That's why I don't let them touch it as much because I'm trying to get through Tears of the Kingdom. Once Tears of the Kingdom is over, it's practically hers. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give this a try. So this was the first game of the showcase or the direct that actually I was like, that was dope. I enjoyed that. K-Bum, anything on it? Okay, so
Nah.
Okay.
Let me
Not this one. This one did absolutely nothing.
Go
Let me
ahead,
say
Keith.
one more thing. This wouldn't be the first turn-based game I played. I can't remember. It was some N64 game, and we already know they didn't have a lot of good N64 turn-based games. But it wouldn't be the first game that I played. Hybrid Heaven, I think it was. It wouldn't be the first game I played, but it's just something that I just never really just stuck with those types of games. Because it just, for me, it took too much to try to learn how to fight and play the game. But I'm at an age now where I'm like, okay, I can slow down and I can try to learn how to play it. But
I watched a person when I was playing Ocarina of Time. He was trying to tell me, one of my youngest brothers, one of his friends at that moment, was trying to convince me that Final Fantasy, I think it was 7 at that time, was better than Ocarina of Time. So he brought it over to prove to me because he wanted me to see all the cut scenes and the different things that go on in Final Fantasy. These big old what they call them things, elementals, or what they call them things that show up when you summon them, like these gods and angels and all this stuff. The summons. Okay, so he brings it over, and so we get to the battle scene. And he going into menus and just pushing X and then coming back and watching this. I'm like, what is this? I said, bro, what you doing? He's like, you got to go into the menu and pick your next move. I'm like, you just can't swing your sword? You can't dodge? No, you got to pick. I'm like, bro, if you don't, man, take this PlayStation and get this mess on out of here. And I got him hooked on Ocarina of Time. He actually went out and bought an N64 to get Ocarina of Time. After he came over trying to prove to me that Final Fantasy VII was better, he left understanding that nope, Ocarina of Time is way better.
I don't know about that one because it's Final Fantasy VII.
Ocarina of Time is better.
I understand what you're just saying, but
I don't care.
Your
PlayStation, Sony,
inability to be able to appreciate other things.
I didn't say I didn't appreciate it. I just
like how you downplayed The Witcher 3, which is also.
I ain't downplay it. I said it ain't for me, but
no,
I didn't
downplay it. You said you clearly said Ocarina was better. That's downplaying.
It is. Ocarina is better than Final Fantasy VII.
You need to refer to the same way you said about how you like.
Well, let me say it like
didn't
this.
like the game. That for you.
Let me say it like
Ocarina
this.
is better.
Let me say it. Let's go back to the context of the conversation that brought Ocarina of Time up. I said a dude came over to prove to me. Let me preach in here. He came to prove, K-Bomb, that Final Fantasy VII was better than Ocarina of Time, and he left and went and bought an N64. So I think I got the right to say what I'm saying. He went and bought an N64 to play Ocarina of Time, and he said it's better than Final Fantasy VII. So he felt it was better. I felt it was better. So in our book, it's better, K-Bomb. There you go. I said it in our book. So anyway, let's continue. All right. So
inability to like other things.
So anyway, so let's skip through all this. So Mark, that was dope. I'm looking forward to it.
I wouldn't touch it. I play turn-based games. I wouldn't touch this though.
So this is when we get into where it kind of goes a little left for me. Batman Arkham Trilogy. You tried to explain why this was dope.
Whoa.
You skipped like 2 games.
I'm not trying. Oh yeah, that's right. I am excited for this. This is not coming out. No, this is gonna be dope. Again, this is my daughter's gonna love this Princess Peach.
No. I'm not saying that it's not gonna be dope. But we saw probably 5 seconds of it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm referring to. That's my point.
Well, it plays into
I think it's going to sell like hotcakes. Is what I'm saying. I think it's going to sell like hotcakes. But they showed 5 seconds of it. It was gameplay. As Keith said.
It was gameplay.
It was gameplay. It was about 5 seconds of gameplay though.
Well, I know my daughter's gonna love. My daughter's gonna love this, bro. So you know,
I'm intrigued to see what they trying to come up with. Like, what's the point of this game? Like, what's the theme?
It doesn't really tell you much from what they showed, but
they didn't say.
I can't play it. I gotta skip through it anyway. That's another reason. I don't. So this one is another one. Luigi's Mansion. Remake.
And this one was the remake. Yeah, this was
the remake for the Luigi's Mansion 2, which I've never played. So, I may get this one, I may not. I don't know yet.
I do plan on getting this game. I always want to play this game. I had a coworker. He had brought his 3DS back at this job that we used to work at, and I was like, man, I really want to play that, but I'm not playing 3DS. I'm not doing it. I didn't want to do it, and this I should have because this is the Wii U era. Should have been playing 3DS, but I said, but if it still got that 3DS stank on it, I'm not touching it. Like they saying
3DS stank.
Yeah, the
visual. What that is?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
The visuals. Okay.
If it still got that, I'm not gonna play it. I want y'all. If y'all gonna do it, and you gonna sell it to me for about $49, $59, then I want y'all to do it. Like, really do it. Put some muscle behind it.
Because now if it was a remake, that may be different. But a remaster is basically just upscaling what's current, right? I feel like after playing Luigi's Mansion on the Switch and all the character, all the responses, I don't even know if I can go back. I don't know if I want to go back to this, don't get me wrong, he had personality, but not quite as much as he had in this new one. And I think that, I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't know. Just upscaling the graphics to a HD visual may not be enough for me. Not that it's an ugly looking game. It doesn't look bad at all. But I don't know, man.
Just an upscale not gonna work for me.
I think that's all they're doing is an upscale. So I don't know. But anyway, but this Arkham City, this kind of where it went left for me. Like I'm gonna tell you why it went left for me, and I'm not trying to say that this. It just feel like you 6 years, you at least 5 years too late with this. I think you are.
K-Bone said, add some more years to it.
I want to say. No. I understand what you're saying. Arkham Asylum came out in 2009,
and the other one came out 2015.
I understand.
So it's a trilogy.
It's absolutely a trilogy.
Okay, so let me preface why I'm saying at least 5 years ago.
You late.
I said in the comment section it should have came out on the Wii U. That was the issue when they released the trilogy on,
Well, wasn't it a different Batman on the Wii U, or was it the same Batman that came out on the Wii U? There was a Batman on the Wii U.
They remade one of those I think it was I can't remember which one. They gave you the gamepad controls and all that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Reason I'm saying what I'm saying is, okay, the last game that came out in this trilogy that they gave you came out in 2015. The Switch came out in 2017, so it was already 2 years. The last game that they given you in this came out 2 years before the Switch ever hit the market. And now, 6 going on 7 years into the Switch life, you've given us this trilogy. Me personally, I would be upset if it didn't point to where we going. I'd be like, bro, what's the point? But I get it.
This ain't E3 material.
Well, it ain't E3.
Arkham trilogy is not. This is E3 time. You can call it what you want to. I gave the same talk when I talked about Sony that this was good enough for a state of play, but it was not good enough for a showcase, right? And this is not something you show on your summertime showcase show. This is something that you show when you're little indie or
Still
when
look
you're
good,
smaller ones. This is not worthy to hit this shelf. No one's. It would be hard pressed for me to find
It still
someone
looks good, K-Mon.
who was no. It does. It looks good on the PS3 still. If you want to be honest with you, no, I'm dead serious. My church they play this. You know, they have a PS3 in the basement. I think my old PS3, and they and the kids were playing this, and it still looks good on the PS3. So I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is this is not something you show. It would be hard pressed to find someone excited for this.
Okay, I get what you said because Nia just kind of agreed with you. She said,
No,
I agree
I-
with K-Bum. The whole direct would be a good regular direct, but not this
Yes.
game season. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah, I agree with him. I hated that Nintendo mindset of like, oh, well, he got Batman, and everybody like, man, I'm on Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like I'm on that new. Like I literally wrote down. I was like, I got all of those games except the other one, the last one that wasn't done by them. But
That was trash.
I had that on the Wii U though, so I played them. I played every single last one of them. And for me, as a consumer, I get it. You know, as a Nintendo fan looking at the Switch, I 100% understand why it's there, and I'm happy it's there. But as me, I'd have no interest of picking this up. There's no point in me picking this up when I have all the games right now in glorious 144, 1080p, 4K, whatever I want to play it in. I can play it in. There's no need for me to play that. Oh, I can play it on the go. How about I just don't play nothing on the go, and I'm still or I get a Steam Deck or a ROG or whatever. Like, nope. You got too much competition out here for that to be the narrative that you're trying to push. Like, oh, look what we got. No, everybody got it. But I get it.
I'm skipping this. I'm trying to skip through some of this stuff. Just Dance, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm just
You
going
gonna
to
talk
skip.
about Gloomhaven?
I'm skipping through all this. I don't want to hear nothing about rabbits, nothing. I'm skipping through all this. Okay, so y'all, I'm skipping. I'm skip because we
time content.
Wait.
No, I'm skipping. Go
No,
ahead.
you can skip. You can
I'm
skip.
skipping.
No, you can skip.
Yeah.
Go ahead and skip. But I just want to point out Maniac Mechanics or whatever. That looks fun. Not even gonna lie. It's kind of remind me
Is that
of
the racing?
cooking. No, that's the
yeah,
one where you gotta fix the cars. Kind of remind me of Cooking Mama.
Yeah, it does. But I'm skipping anyway. So, but I agree, it did look fun. But if I played that with my daughter and my son, and it's chaotic and confusing, but it is fun though. But just for purpose, I'm skipping because I want to get. I don't want to be here forever. And I feel like people like, man, what y'all just be hating on this? I'm not. It's just anyway. It's like Nia said. This was not. It's not what it do, people. I'm sorry.
This wasn't it.
So.
Hey, hold on. If we can spend 2 hours and 30 minutes, sorry, I guess it wasn't 2 hours and 30 minutes because we did kind of get excited about Starfield at the end. So if we can spend an hour and 59 minutes bashing Xbox, we can spend some time giving Nintendo they're just. Well, we did give Xbox their dues. It wasn't good enough until we got to Starfield. That was the comment. It wasn't good enough. Pretty much everything that we talked about wasn't good enough until we got to Starfield. And so we can spend an hour and 59 of not good enough. Then we can give Nintendo their just dues. We don't have to.
So
we'll have to play nice and play soft because it's Nintendo and it's been out for 19 years and it's about to be no. You showed up with your direct, and so you are going to be judged with the same eyeballs that judged Capcom and whatever show that was. The same eyeballs, and so you gonna get the same heat. So go ahead, level. Skip away.
They got a lot in this. They showed a lot of stuff that I just didn't care for. A
lot of fluff.
Pikmin was the second game that kind of was like, okay, I'm here for Pikmin. And Keith, I know you've been waiting on Pikmin, and Pikmin is one of them games. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I always buy it, and I never finish it.
Oh gosh!
I thought you told me you finished games. What you mean?
My brother finished Pikmin. I watched him. Tay finished it. I watched him finish it.
Okay.
And the third one on the Wii U, I don't know. I was playing it, and then I just got tired of playing it. So it's almost like Smash Bros. To me. I always get hyped when it comes out, even though I'm really not a Smash person. I always buy it, and I plan on getting this one too.
Whoa! You playing it? Be careful.
Yeah, I am.
Them ninjas.
Thank you, Keith. I sure was. I forgot I was playing it. But fair use. Fair use. I sure forgot. I was like, boy, I was wondering why I felt so better. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's moving. That's why it feels better. So anyway, Nintendo, why y'all won't let us play stuff? But anyway, this one looks dope. I wonder should they have kept it for the next system though.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. But what you think, Keith?
It don't look that dope.
No, I'm saying hold it and make it look doper for the new system.
Nah, I think so. This trailer kind of turned me off a little bit. I was so excited. I'm still gonna get it, but there were a few things in this trailer that kind of turned me off, and I was like, that seems unnecessary. What did I write down? I wrote for the underground and the night mode. I was like, I don't know if I want to do all that. I just got out the depths. I don't want to do all that, man. I just want to play Pikmin and go pick up some stuff and run around. And they got some character if you trying to save other people, other astronauts or whatever. And then you got to do jump in and you got to go find him in the underground. Like, I ain't trying to chase nobody and Pikmin, man. I just want to play the game and just find new things. Like, oh man, look at that big Game Boy. That's pretty cool. Or go pick up a big piece of fruit. And now I got to chase people and dungeon battle and all this other stuff. I don't want to do none of that. And
That's
then
funny.
at nighttime, you got Gloom Pikmin. I know I'm nitpicking.
Gloom Pikmin.
Is it Gloom or what is it? What they call it?
I think they did call it Gloom.
Glow Pikmin.
Glow Pikmin.
You got the Glow Pikmin, and now you got to fight things, and at night they harder. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's too much for what you got to do, because you're not really in control of the Pikmin. You just kind of tell them what to do, and they kind of do it. And yeah, y'all don't want to listen to me, and I don't want to play.
I mean, like I said, Pikmin is one of them games that I enjoy it up to a certain point, and then I start to grow fatigue with it. And so it's like I like it for the first maybe 10, 15 hours of playing it. I get about halfway through, and something else comes out that draws my attention away from it. So it's not that I don't be enjoying it. It's one of them games that you just can't. I just can't sit and play. Like Breath of the Wild, I can sit and play Tears of the Kingdom all day. I had to physically force myself to put it down. My wife looked at me crazy, and I was like, okay, let me put this game down. I've been on this game all day. So with Pikmin, no, that's not gonna happen. I may play 30 minutes here, hour there, and it's one of them games that's wanting you to play longer than that. I don't know if you feel that way, Keith, but it's wanting you to invest time into it, and it just doesn't appeal quite like that to me. That's why I never finish them. Anything else?
I know exactly what you're saying. I think I've had some long sessions with Pikmin 3. That one was great, and that final boss was fantastic. And that's what really got me like, yo, I can't wait for Pikmin 4. But man, I feel like they doing way too much in this game already. And
Is this the Tears of Pikmin?
Man, what Nia said, I'm traumatized. Like I'm spooked. I've been playing in the depths too long.
Bro, the depth ain't no joke, man. The depth is kind of. I still ain't found this monster you talking about. This that you said come out of nowhere in the depth, but I'm still looking for it.
The frogs.
The frogs. I haven't found it yet. Is it a problem?
No, I beat one.
Oh, okay.
I beat one after I got over my fear. When I first fought him, he cleaned my clock. But I went back down and found another one because I think there's a few of them in different places, and I ended up beating it. Wasn't it bad?
Okay. Have you beat any? Anyway, we don't supposed to be talking about Tears of the Kingdom, but anyway, just for since we're here, have you beat any of the 3-headed dragons? Any of the
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir. I
feel
don't go
bad.
over there.
I don't
You
even
over
go
there with the
around
pit bulls?
them. I don't even go around. I float right on. Okay, you know that I go around, sir. It's
I
your
have
it's
no
your
business.
bridge. It's
what-
your
what they
bridge.
say.
It's your
I'm
mountain.
gonna stay out of grown folks' business.
Look, it's your bridge. It's your mountain. It's your pond. I go around, sir. Anyway, so let's continue. Let's see. So Pikmin is definitely. K-Bone, you got anything to say about Pikmin?
Nah, I wouldn't touch that
right.
game at all.
No, I
Not
think
at
you would like 3. I think you would like 3.
all. Nah, I've watched it. I actually watched people
Here's-
play Pikmin on the GameCube. I said my buddy had a GameCube back in college, and I sit there and I watch people play it, and I said absolutely not.
That ain't 3 though. I know exactly what you're saying. That
Heart and
three-
Soul,
three is-
welcome to the show, Heart and
Absolutely.
Soul. You said you beat. Hold up. He said I have beat the Geok. Is that how you said Gleox?
Wait, what?
He said I've beaten all of them. Let me see. He said I defeated all 3 different elements of the Gleox. Nia said I'm not dealing
He
with a
Gleok.
Gleok. He beat him. You have had the Highland Blade Bridge. I don't want no problems. You can have that bridge. So anyway, welcome to the show, Heart and Soul 72. I'm wondering where DJ Fanatic at. First name basis. I haven't seen him yet. But anyway, K-Bum, this is the game you can talk about. This is Metal Gear Solid Trilogy, our collection. I feel some type of way about this too.
Yeah, didn't this come out on the GameCube?
Silent Twin Snakes.
Yeah, Twin Snakes, right? This came out on the GameCube, so this isn't new for Nintendo.
I know. I'm not
Right.
saying that. I'm saying.
I'm saying that.
Oh,
My thing is when Sony when Sony showed theirs, it wasn't, hey, here's the collection system. It was, hey, here's a game remade from the top to the bottom of one of the best Metal Gear Solid games, which is Metal Gear Solid 3, and collection. This was, hey, here's your collection.
yeah, and that's where I'm going with it. Like me, okay. You got a couple of games that I feel like could have been, like, okay, I wouldn't have chose these games. I would have chose the one that came out on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation. Was it the PlayStation? Yeah, the one
You
that
talking about Metal Gear Solid 4?
That's 4.
the movie.
That's 4.
Well,
Why
you
not
notice
put that
that
one
they
on
call
there?
this Volume 1. They call this one Volume 1. So it's a chance that it's still coming.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have to wait for Volume 2. Anyway, look, man. These games. I'm sorry, people. I guess nostalgia only work with certain. Mario nostalgia may work. Zelda nostalgia may work. But even this ain't even working on K-Bum. And he a Metal Gear Solid fanatic.
You've been there, done that.
I'll get it for the PlayStation.
But you
I-
only
I
getting
would-
it for the remake. You're not getting
I was-
this.
No, I wouldn't have bought this. I don't think I would have bought this by itself. No, that is correct. I don't think I would have bought this by itself. Now, the fact that they're remaking 3 and this, oh yeah, I'll do that.
Who wants to
not-
play Snake's Revenge? Who wants to play that?
Now, those were
now,
intriguing.
now those games they could have kept that. They didn't have to put that in
Those were
this.
intriguing
Wait
to
a
me.
minute, wait, keep go ahead. You said these
I'm
Solid Snake.
gonna say because like kind of sort of being a little history. I'm not a history buff, but like going back and seeing the origins or the beginnings of something, you know, I'll rather play those over. Oh, I couldn't play Metal Gear Solid 1 over. I mean, I couldn't play that game the way looking like that. Oh God, no, I couldn't play that.
All right.
2.
I could absolutely play Metal Gear Solid 1 over again. I'll play it before the Nintendo ones, the Nintendo versions, the NES ones.
I think I've never played those before. That's why I'm kind of like I will go to just kind of see
I remember these.
what they
I
were
played
what
it.
they were about.
I played them, but a lot of them time it was confusing what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it wasn't clear, but no,
Yeah.
I can play one with whatever graphics one is. I can play it. For that's nostalgic for me. I can absolutely play that one again.
I'm letting y'all know I'm skipping on past, so I'm finna skip. I'm even skipping the Mario Kart new stages and characters. I'm skipping all that. We just finna, especially these dancing pigeons, headbanging rhythm royale. Anyway, bye. Get out of here. We gon' well, this one was kind of interesting though. What is this? What's the name of this game?
Vampire Survivors.
No, heck no.
Hey, that looks kind of fire though.
Penny's Big Breakaway is a platformer. It looked kind of cool. Penny's Big Breakaway. You don't remember that one?
I saw it. No, I'm good.
It looked cool to me. It was made by the same people that make Sonic, right?
No.
Half sleep by that time.
Nope. And I'm
Skipping
gonna
the
tell you
Mario
why.
Kart.
I like platformers, but I'm not a platformer for platformer's sake. Does that make sense? What I just said?
Yeah.
Like that just seems like I'm just gonna be playing a platformer just for the sake of playing one, and I'm cool. I let y'all play it. Y'all can have fun.
I'm
I
skipping
don't like.
so much.
I don't like jumping around just for
Okay.
the sake of jumping around.
All right. So, y'all, I apologize. I know this one may be. I hate that we had to do it like this. I'm not used to having to do it like this. But it's Nintendo stuff, so I don't want to take no chances on our stuff getting taken down. So if you see a lot of skip and you don't like it, I apologize. But I'm not playing too much of none of this stuff. So anyway, we to the title that I want to talk about, and we're gonna end.
Vampire Survivor.
Slap it. So they ended it. Basically, did they end it on this?
Yes.
Is this the one that? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So they ended it with a new entry into the 2D Mario universe, Mario Wonder. I'm definitely gonna get the game. So let me say that. I will be picking this up because I like 2D Mario games. They're challenging to my platforming skills, K-Bum. But I like what I saw, and I didn't like other aspects. But I'm gonna let Keith come in and share his parts first, and then I share where I'm coming from. Go ahead, Keith.
All right. So when this trailer came on, dude, I was smiling from ear to ear. Right. I literally laughed out loud because it looked so bonkers. I was like, what the heck are they even doing with Mario? Like, why does he look like this? What's going on?
It better not be $70 Phoenix Star. Oh, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show too.
But no,
All right, go
this
ahead.
game looks amazing. This game looks amazing. I love all the little animations. Like they didn't hold back on any animations. I'm talking about from like one phase to the next. I think it was Nintendo Life or somebody who was going in looking at those details. No, this looks amazing. I do want to get into what you were talking about earlier, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna bring all that up. But I think what they're doing here is enough of a transition or a change from New Super Mario Brothers. I couldn't stand New Super Mario Brothers. After I played it on the 3DS, I was like, yo, they brought back the side-scrolling Mario. Then they kept bringing it back, and I was like, man, come on! Ain't nobody trying to play this mess no more. Like I didn't play New Super Mario Brothers Wii U. I was like, this is the same game. Like I can't even tell the difference. Like they had a few new power-ups. I was like, I don't want to play this no more. So I had checked out. But when I saw this, I saw the new animations. It still had that clean look, and I think that's just what we're gonna have to deal with when it comes to side-scrolling Mario at this point. We're not going to get Super Mario World anymore. That's over with, which I thought that was probably the greatest aesthetics. Probably the best Super Mario Brothers side-scrolling game was Super Mario World to me. I know a lot of people will say 3, but I think it's World. We're
World
not going
is
to
better than 3, in my opinion.
In my opinion, we're not going to get that game where we had those mysteries and like hidden areas that you got to go up. Like, man, World was so dope. But this it kind of reminded me of some SNES, but it still got that clean look to it, those clean shadows. But it's definitely not new Super Mario Brothers, which I'm happy about. and I can't wait to play this game.
Nia said the direct was fire if you like Mario.
True.
Okay, so let me kind of. So I was this put a smile on my face. I did like the animations, like when he running his hat kind of flails in the wind. His jump animation looks a reminiscent of the old school. Kind of look like I think Mario 3 jump kind of looks like that. He kind of looks like the Mario 3 model. Like they took the Mario 3 model and rezzed it up and brought it up to a cleaner, kind of blended it with the new Super Mario look. But I would say so. Yeah, this game looks good. It looks fun. It looks wacky. It looks different and strange. And what's going on, like you said, Keith, with Mario? The only thing is, I really want to see them take some daring takes with the animations and the visuals. Like, not necessarily the art style. Like hand drawing, or like try something really outside the box that you haven't tried with the art style of Mario. Almost like how they just broke away with from the Zelda with Breath of the Wild, and they just did something like, if you really go watch Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it really does not look anything like the other titles in the series. I would like another animation style, like Rayman did, or Ori, and I'm trying to think of some other ones I named when we was talking. Like pushing it a little bit in the animation. Like, this looks good, this looks clean, and it fits and it works. It's kind of, I'm trying some new stuff, but I'm staying kind of in my pocket. I'm staying in my comfort zone. I ain't pushing it too far, but I'm giving you enough of a difference to where it's not, like you said, new Super Mario. I'm saying shatter the mold and do something visually different. He'll still have the same platforming, but maybe do a more anime look, or I don't know, like drawing. I don't know. Just try something different. And that was my only issue with it. Like, it looks good, it looks fun, but it looks different, samey at the same time. It looks the same yet different because of the feel of the animation changes, that, and the model of Mario has differences to it. Like, you can see it right here with him jumping. That's clearly Mario 3. If you go back and look at Mario 3's cover box and look at the art, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at Mario 3, brought up and kind of wrapped in new Super Mario color scheme and flatness and all that, and then thrown at us. And it's like, y'all not really shaking it up. That's my point. So I'm here for it, but I want to see a different art, to totally gamble on the art style, almost like Wario Shake It. Remember that? How that looked? It looked almost like,
was it a shell set, like cartoon almost?
It looked cartoony, like you can rip it off a piece of paper, like that type of stuff. Like, try something, push the envelope. Like, there's so many 2D titles. We literally just was praising Prince of Persia. So Metroid Dread, they can do it. Take Mario to some places visually that we haven't seen in the 2D space. They still, to me, stay in their comfort zone a little bit. I'm not mad at it. They definitely going to get my money, but I want to see them try something like Super Mario World was. They really did something different. Mario 3 was something different from Mario. Mario 2 wasn't really supposed to be what it was. They kind of put a Mario skin over a whole other game. But Mario 3 and then Mario World was a step up, and it kind of been. They haven't topped Mario 3. Mario World to me yet. Not new Super Mario has. None of them has topped Mario World. So I want to see them. I like this art style, and I don't. It's like you using the same assets, you just changing it a little bit to make it just enough different that you can say, oh, it's little, but it's not really that much different. It's not. So I want to see them do something in the art direction that's really breaking the mold, taking Mario into a new space. Almost like in the movie. You see how they did the movie, that opening scene where the car goes out and Mario starts running, like something like that. That looks totally different, but it's still Mario. I don't know. I just want to see something different. Go try something. Yeah, they do it with. They've did it with Yoshi. They have did it with Kirby. They have tried different ways to let you engage that game. Like you said, Nia, imagine a claymation Mario game. Right. Exactly. So, but anyway, that was my critique. Go ahead.
I think I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, but I will say this: imagine them trying to push the envelope, like you're saying, but with having all those characters on screen. Wouldn't that be? Would you think that'd be a bit much? Because that's how I feel about Sonic. I think Sonic has a lot of stuff going on in their world, and to put four of them in one game at the same time, I don't think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But it's because of the speed of Sonic, though. Sonic is mostly a pinball game. You blazing through, like Mario ain't blazing through anything. It's quick, but you gotta stop and jerk and jump. K-Bum ain't saying nothing in a while. So anyway, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I don't think it'll be an issue with Mario. And I'm gonna say this: I believe Sonic tries more with their animation than Mario does. Mario kind of stays in a comfort zone with 2D, and it hasn't changed. But this looks good. Don't get me wrong; it looks good, but it also looks very much in the vein of what they always do. Just a few changes and details here and there, animations here and there, like the hat blowing, the jump, the way when he glides and hold on to the thing, and that's all dope. But I want to see a whole new visual aesthetic with 2D Mario games. But anyway, that's just me. But this is definitely getting bought. So now we to the conclusion. K-Bum, do you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to let me into the conversation because you guys was having your Mario talk, and I try not to get in the middle of your Mario talk because
everyone
loves their Mario. So I try not to get involved, but yeah, I won't touch it. It looks nice though. I thought graphically it was nice. I thought it was probably the best looking game they've shown. Which I actually said in the comment section, why does all the Mario games on the Switch always looks really good as far as graphics? Because I was making fun of the textures in the other games, and it was so bad. But Mario always looks, even the Mario RPG game. I don't know if you guys pay attention because I'm a graphic guy, so I paid attention. But the lighting in that game was really, really good. But Anyway, no, I won't touch it. But it looks good, and for Mario fans, yay for you! You have another game. Congratulations!
Yeah, I'm
you
not
made
mad at it. So, Heart and Soul says Mario has more personality here than any other version and more than Sonic. I agree to an extent. I don't know about more than Sonic. I'm not sure, but this is definitely one of the most 2D, showing personality that we've seen with Mario. I do like that, but overall, I thought the show was cool. I give it a C. It was cool. I wasn't mad. I wasn't blown away. But, and I let y'all, so y'all give y'all grade. Was it A, awesome, B, banger, C, cool, D, I forgot what I called D, F, fail. What was it?
My initial thoughts, I was actually going to give it a B because of this game, Pikmin 4, Mario RPG, and Dark of the Moon, I think it is. Luigi's Mansion, Dark of the Moon.
Yeah.
And then they had a few other things sprinkled in there, but honestly, it's really a C. I don't know if I'm going to play all them games, man. Those games are I want to play them, but they're pending. They're pending.
Nia said it's a D dud. It was a dud.
I give it.
Nia's not holding back. Okay.
Oh, she was fighting on Twitter. I saw her fighting the trolls off on Twitter because they were not happy with
We finna go there.
her grade.
So I say this to the end. So those who stick through, now y'all getting to the good stuff. Phoenix Star 5000 says C-. Okay, it's cool somewhat. K-Bun, what's your verdict? Was it A, awesome, B, banger, C, cool,
Okay,
D?
y'all know why you started that high for me. So, for
Good.
if I was given the grade, so if it's grade just based off of me and my taste, it's a D because there's nothing here I would ever turn the switch on to play. Absolutely nothing here on this. But if you're a Nintendo fan, I gave it 2 grades. I gave it a D. If you're a Nintendo fan, it's probably a C. If you like Mario, and I don't think you were showing enough of Peach to even, to get excited, but it wasn't a lot. But for a Mario, a Nintendo fan, not Mario fan, a Nintendo fan, it is much better than the fun. The game is at least to the point of development you can show it off. That is totally true. As Keith said, it was gameplay. But if you're a Nintendo fan, I would have gave it it's a C-. It's a C to me if you're a Nintendo fan. But for me, it was a dud. There was nothing there that, at least with Zelda, I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. But these games, all of these could have been an email. And the fact that they showed several games that was shown as far as third party that was already shown by other people, it to me didn't help his case. And then a lot of the other games were remakes. So it was several games that was already showed by your other opponent, and then you show a lot of remakes. And so to me,
Nia made a good point.
Yeah, not a fan.
She said this and this, and we finna transition. What Keith, you said C too, right? Okay. So
Yes.
K-Bum said a D, and I say, hey yo, shut that door. So Nia said something, and it's a good transition to where I want to go. She said, I'm a Nintendo fan, but Nintendo has so many franchises, and it depends on the subsection of their fan base. It depends. So, right. They have so much, yet they do show a lot of the same similar stuff. So it was a C because of this. It was a C because of Mario RPG. It was a C because of Pikmin 4, but we've seen Pikmin 4. So seeing Pikmin 4, knowing that it's telling us it's coming in next month, we already knew that. We've seen a lot of Pikmin 4. So I don't really give Pikmin 4 any kudos, and definitely not the night stuff, because I was just like you, Keith. I really don't feel like doing none of that stuff. I don't finish these games anyway, and you're giving me another reason not to finish it. But anyway, so for me, what excited me, so I say this to the end. So y'all who stuck through here, because we got up to about 10, 11 people. So y'all that are stuck through, y'all finna get the goods now. The reason I give it a C too is because of what it tells me is going on. We almost done, man. This generation is almost over. I'm so happy. The Switch is about to go the way of the dodo bird. Nintendo is letting us know that this is it. The end is near. Do y'all not feel it? Do y'all feel the finish line? Do you feel the breeze in the hair? You ever ran track? You on that anchor leg, you feeling the breeze in your hair. You see the finish line and the tape. We're about to cross the line. We're about to end this race, and we finna go somewhere else. I'm excited, and that's why I'm excited. When they showed this Mario, and they showed the RPG of Mario, and they showed all the stuff they showed, it showed me that they are wrapping this up.
Wrap
This
it up,
is
G.
it. Wrap
It's up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it
They
up.
wrapping it up. Thank you, K-Bun.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, Nintendo.
But
Go ahead, Keith.
the Nintendo Switches, it's very capable. You just saw a chance to do-
Shadow Fox, hush up.
Yeah.
Shut it down. I told y'all, for those who stayed here. See, I saved this. See, I didn't rant too early. I'm finna go on my rant. Heck no, I didn't want to see Metroid Prime on this system.
Man,
Can I tell y'all
Absolutely
the truth?
not.
And I said
Absolutely
this
not.
already. Keith, I'm finna let you go too. I said I didn't want to see Tears of the Kingdom on this system.
That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
I'm ready for this system to go. I'm ready to hand this system off, just like I handed the Wii off. The Switch is needing to be done. Do y'all not understand that it will be 7 years next March? Next March, it will be 7 years with this system. A system that was already behind when it came out. A system that couldn't keep up with the generation that it was coming after. I love everything about the Switch. Y'all, I want them to stay with the form factor of the Switch, because I love what the Switch is. The Switch is very convenient. It's easy to travel with. I love everything it is, but this was not supposed to last this long, and I thank you, Nintendo, for finally letting me know that you hear my pain, that the OLED was not what it was. Now I can look with glee and hope, knowing that the next Direct is going to be 1 or 2, because this is it. They showed us the rest of 2023 for the most part. Because Mario they not putting anything to this is how you know, Keith. They not putting anything to cut off Mario. Now, we don't know what that December game is going to be. But if I'm a betting man, they going to show us whatever the next thing is before December. And it's going to set up the top of 2024, and it makes me believe we're going to get the Switch in the same time frame that we got the Switch 2 or whatever it is, in the same time frame we got the original Switch. So I'm happy. That's another reason I gave it a C. I know what you're doing, Nintendo. Y'all cleaning off all the old stuff, blowing off shelves, wiping down shelves. Y'all like get all this stuff out the way. Yeah, put that trilogy out there that we've been holding on for about 4 years now. We could have been gave to y'all. Put it on out there. Give them that Metal Gear Solid that we've been holding on that could have been done. Put it on out there. Oh, would you want that? Put that on there too. Get all this crap out of here. Let's clean these shelves off, and I'm ready for it. But keep the floor is yours. That's what I'm excited for.
Not the Switch
Phoenix,
you.
No, Phoenix,
Not
slap
the
yourself.
Switch you.
Slap yourself. We don't want no
We don't need none of that. Man, no,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I think you're 100% right. I mean, we do got that Peach game coming next year, and that might be the very last game. Peaches. You know what I'm saying? So that might be the very last game we get, because I'm pretty sure we'll get some type of announcement. November, December, like they did with the originals, like they did with the original Switch. But yeah, I'm ready for it to go. No, I don't want to see no Metroid Prime 4. I had an argument about that on Twitter today, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to argue with this. You know what we're saying. Quit playing like you don't know what we're saying. Y'all know. Everybody know what we're saying. We want to see Samus.
Who said it? Who said it? Go ahead. Who put names out there?
Me and Shadow Fox is going back and forth.
Who else keep trying to defend this old system? Who else saying that is cool? Is it just Shadow Fox?
It was just him, but he was trying to get technical and say the system is very still capable. And I'm like, brother, I'm not trying to hear that.
Bro,
I'm not trying to hear that. Yeah, the Nintendo are they're one of the greatest. There are some of the greatest developers, but they're still limited with the Switch. It don't matter. I don't care how much juice you can squeeze out of it. You're not getting that type of performance. It don't matter how great you are.
Tell Shadow Fox to explain Pikachu Detective. Tell us what's going on here with all the
Pokemon games.
All this capability on this system. What is going on here? Well, look at this. Look at this stuff. Flat textures. It's time to move on, man. It's time to move on. Go ahead, Keith. My bad. It's time to move on.
But you see, Retro, they out here hiring people. They working hard. They trying to give us something special. And I hope Metroid come out with something special. I hope they take that franchise and spin it on his head like everybody else.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I believe, and I'm bring K-Bum in here. I believe Retro gonna have 2 titles.
Like an original IP.
I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would say a Donkey Kong and Metroid. And they was the ones that was making all those Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze, and all those titles. I bet you they would have. I don't think Nintendo gonna let them do a new IP on their own and release it that early, but I can see them releasing 2 titles, and because that's Nintendo gonna need to get that. They learned something with the Switch, so they gonna come with some bangers at the launch of that system for that first year, because that's all they need to get it off to a good start. Once they get that ball rolling and get people comfortable with crossing over, which is gonna happen just like that. People gonna buy the Switch up just like that. Switch 2 or whatever it is. If they have the right titles, and I believe Metroid Prime is one, but I don't know if Metroid Prime is definitely we love it, but I don't know if the masses will. So they're gonna have to have something else to intrigue the masses. I don't know if that's Prime. So
the new Mario Kart, talking about for the new Switch.
It's either gonna be a new Mario Kart, or maybe that 3D Mario. Because remember, Odyssey came out 6 years ago, so they probably have a new Mario. I'm telling y'all, man. It's not gonna. Metro Prime is gonna be on the new system. It may be the holiday. Mario may be what it launches with. I would bet that it may be Mario that's gonna launch with, because Odyssey is literally what came out in December or the end of 2017. So we due for another major 3D Mario game. And when's the last time a Nintendo system launched with a 3D Mario game?
Now I'm gonna tell you. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna launch with.
What's it gonna launch with?
Tears of the Kingdom remastered. And I know that sounds so crazy, right?
So crazy.
But the Zelda
remastered or remade? Remastered. Okay, I got
remastered. Okay. The Zelda movie's coming.
But when is it next year?
Probably next year. They maybe not that soon, but they working on Zelda.
I thought it was 2025 for the Zelda.
Yeah, never. Okay. Well, whenever Zelda come out, the movie, get ready for a remastered Tears of the Kingdom.
I think they're gonna give you.
I feel you on that.
I see it, but I don't know if I see it the first year though. I think it'll still you'll be able to play it. It may have some upscale. They may upscale it for like they do with Sony and all them. And then down the road, because Nintendo, they gonna hold something like that, Keith, to maybe the 3rd year of the system. Guess what? We upscaling and then get everybody. I'm not going through this long game again. I love it, but this game is asking a lot.
I won't either. Not anytime soon.
No.
Park Cho said some. He said, "I'm thinking logically. System's still selling well. They aren't just going to drop the Switch and want to switch too." And honestly, and I think I said this before on a previous podcast. This is uncharted territory for Nintendo. They've never still been on that high this late into the system's life.
They got to.
True.
Look, I hear you, heart and soul. I hear you. But even Nintendo know they are riding. They are playing it. What's the word? They cutting it thin. They cutting it thin at this point with the Switch.
Who?
For the consumer, like there is a breaking point. There's a threshold that they can't cross, and they close to it. They are close to crossing the threshold to where they gonna set themselves up to hurt themselves. I right now, Tears of the Kingdom is fooling a lot of people. Tears of the Kingdom is masking some stuff. This Direct should let you know this system. Matter of fact, forget that. Tears of the Kingdom is letting you know. Just pull out Ultra Hand and hold something for too long and watch how that game slow up. and struggle. Let's be real. It does. It's like, golly, this game slow down to like 20 frames per second sometimes. But it's just a great game, so you give it a pass. But bro, this is it. This is it. They cannot try to milk this it's gonna be damaging returns. They're gonna trip if they try to milk this any longer. They got this year, and they gave us what they needed to give us to get us through this year. And notice it's titles that's not really demanding. It's just nostalgia fest, and Nintendo does this all the time. They always hit you with the nostalgia fest towards the end of their system. And then but I believe they setting up Odyssey, some Mario 3D, because we literally, that'll be 7 years. Well, that'll be 6.5 years since we seen a 3D Mario game. So you know they got something cooking, and it's probably fresh for that new system. So, and like K-Buff said, we probably got a Mario Kart coming, probably holiday season. Plus Metroid Prime probably be somewhere in the summer. They're not going to give us Metroid. They're going to show it, but you ain't going to get Metroid Prime probably to the summer. They giving you that Mario game at the launch. That's what's going to carry it and make it be a must-have. Everybody going to want it if they got that new Mario experience, 3D Mario experience. That's what I'm banking on happening. And then Metroid Prime somewhere in the summertime. Then something like Mario Kart, something like that in the winter. That's all they need. That first year, that new system gonna be flipping like burgers at McDonald's. That's how it's gonna be going. So
I don't know, bro. It's because it's a delicate process. Because Heart and Soul really got me thinking. You got this system that's still selling. It's still selling well, and then you tell your consumer, hey, we got this new thing, because a lot of this is being sold to casuals, people who don't game like that. So now you turn into your core fan base and saying, hey, spend your money over here, and those people are gonna be like, man, I just spent a bunch of money.
But it's gonna be backwards compatible. You're going to be in it. That's what I believe. That's what I'm saying. I said
it would be the way the Switch is smelling. Wow, selling. It would be very important for them to make it backwards compatible, so that all the software sales that they're getting off the Switch, they can still turn around and continue to get them. Because that's hard. I think Heart and Soul said not only is the hardware selling, the software is selling, and it makes sense.
Slowing down though.
Was not the Wii U backwards compatible with the Wii? With everything?
Yeah, but the Wii was dead by the time the Wii
that's
U
my
came
point.
out.
Why was the Wii U? Why was the Wii U dead? Because
sorry, go ahead.
The Wii U was dead on. We just was too googly-eyed at that time for Nintendo to see it. The Wii U was dead on arrival because the Wii had stayed way longer than it was supposed to, and Nintendo came with a system that was way behind. If they milk this any longer, and Microsoft and Sony comes with their pros, it's over. Nintendo has to move before any pro hits, any new variation hits. That's what I believe.
To be honest, Sony and Microsoft are honestly, they're not even a factor. I'm saying that, and I'm saying it with my chest. They're not even a factor. They can come with pro, and Nintendo's still gonna move units because they just offer something different. I think
that. I agree with that. To an extent.
I don't think Nintendo has that luxury to just do what they want when they want, and they're gonna sell like hotcakes. Let's not forget that.
The Wii U.
Let's not forget the Wii U. Let's not forget that the GameCube didn't sell like hotcakes. Let's not forget, that some of these systems prior to this wasn't just automatic gold. They struck gold with the Wii and they struck gold with the Switch. But beyond that, they had some misses and some okay sales.
I'll be honest with you, they didn't really strike gold with the Wii. They got lucky. And they didn't really strike because it died off fast.
I do think they struck gold because of the amount of people who had a Wii haven't had a system probably since the first Nintendo. So they had those type of people buying the system, but they didn't have people that was sold out for Nintendo. They had people who this looks fun. I'll buy it, and I'll play it every 3 months. But that was it. That's why the hardware sales didn't keep up with it.
They struck gold with the Wii. They just stuck with it too long. That's the problem. The Wii was definitely gold. They moved up. They sold over 100 million, close
Real
to
quick.
like the first 4 years of the system. The system probably should have been done probably that third year. It was already dated when it. I mean, it was super dated when it hit.
It was rough.
So the gimmick of motion controls was proven to be a real deal. They should have brought a more powerful system maybe 3 years into the Wii. They should have moved on. But dog, they tried to milk it and gambled wrong and brought us the Wii U. And in that sense, the other two systems did play a factor. That's what hurt the Wii U. Then they did the same thing with the DS. They held on too long. They tried to bring the gimmick of the 3DS. It's so decent. I think 65 million somewhere up there. That's not bad. But that's not nowhere near what the DS and the other systems was, and the lights and all that was moving. Nintendo has to move in the window of opportunity. To me, to go past I wouldn't even chance going to the holiday season. But that may be me just wanting the system. But they cannot go past 24 without
they have to get
introducing a
something
new
out
system.
there.
They can't do it. If they try to milk this all the way through 24, and they gonna fall off a cliff. People are gonna be like, it's gonna fall off a cliff.
It's definitely a delicate process because
Delicate.
it's selling, but then you're going to lose people in this process, and it's like who do you risk? Who's the bigger risk? So somebody got to go.
But that's my thing. That's what I said. I think Tears of the Kingdom is causing people to be deceived with these sales. The Switch is slowing down, man. It's slowing down. Tears of the Kingdom.
I know it's slowing down, but
Right.
it's still. I think in Japan, is the PS5 topping it? I haven't been checking it, but
I think the Switch topped it this last month, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
with Tears of the Kingdom, because Tears of the Kingdom is selling like crazy. Look, the PlayStation 2 sold
150, 160, something
It was
like that.
still selling even after the PlayStation 3 came out. The thing was still selling.
It was still selling.
So I'm not saying, it's
Still.
selling. That's why you make it backwards compatible. That's why you ensure. That's why you got to ensure backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
But you don't stay with the system and lose the people who drives your market. That's my point. If you gamble too long, the casuals they not early adapters. You need us. And
that's true.
that's what happened with the Wii U. You lost those earlier. They moved on. They didn't care. They went elsewhere. And it's like Nintendo can't gamble there. Like, bro, I don't talk about moving on too much when it comes to Nintendo. Bruh, I'm tired of the Switch, man. I was the only other system I was this tired of was the Wii.
I want to add one more thing to that though. I want to add we also got to consider
True
during the
Heart
Wii.
Zone, that DVD player was a factor. You darn on right. Go ahead.
The other factor in the demise of the Wii, cell phones. There was the cell phones. Was it? I think iPhones and stuff like that was coming around, and they were becoming better and better and easier to play games on.
You're pretty much playing the same game. In fact, people were taking the cell phone games and smacking them right on the Wii.
Because I remember that one Wii U game, not Wii U, sorry, Wii game,
right,
with the gun. What was it called? It had the guys. The main game. The guy's name was Ford. Anyways, that game is on an iPad. That was a Wii game, and it came out on iPad not too long after. It was made by Sega. Well, not made by Sega, but published by Sega. I can't think of the name of that game. But yeah, they had a lot of competition with iPads and stuff like that. So Yeah,
Yep.
you're right. They have to in terms of power, they got to separate themselves, and we already see it with the Rock, with the Steam Deck. So whatever they do, no, it's not an alien. Is it alien? It is an alien game. They had that eye that you can hold up in your hand and show. Anyways, they do got to separate themselves somehow, so people won't think that like, look at these little tiny games that I can play on my little iPhone or whatever, because they had a lot of competition at that time.
I got something else I want to add to this too. Nintendo is in a very, they haven't been in this position in a long time.
It's a good position.
Yeah, they haven't been in this position, and they weren't even in this position with the Wii.
No,
Nintendo hasn't been in this position since the Super NES.
I agree with that.
Nintendo has an opportunity to really, for real, get third-party support.
Mm-hmm.
With what the third party saw with the Switch and how many systems it moved, if Nintendo is smart, they'll make a system that's capable of at least close to PlayStation 4 graphics, because we at the point of diminishing returns in graphic fidelity anyway. Like, even though the PlayStation 5 looks immaculate, the PlayStation 4 still looks immaculate too. The PlayStation 5 just look a little clearer, sharper.
The Last of Us still looks good.
Right.
It still looks good. Yeah.
Well,
I'll
finish
let
the
you
thought
go
and I'll
ahead.
give it.
Yeah,
So
I'll
my
let
point
you go ahead. You're right.
So my point is, with the amount of systems that the Switch moved, Nintendo is in a unique place. They have won back not just Blue Ocean people. Nintendo has won back gamers. I'm seeing Switches everywhere. It ain't nothing for me to be at the college and see Switches in college students' hands. Basketball players, football players, and the nerds and females. And then I could go high school seeing teens with Switches sitting in the barbershop, sitting at the mall playing they Switch. They have
The
moved.
mall.
Well, yeah, I've seen them at the mall. Anyway, but I've seen the Switch move Nintendo back into accepted, normal, not that it's not played to the left like it used to be. So if they give the power, dude, Keith, they may get that Madden. They may get some of these titles that eluded them because now they have the market. They have viability. It went beyond Nintendo with this time. It went beyond Nintendo fans. The Switch is mainstream. It's popular in a way that the Wii was not. The Wii was a gimmick. The Switch is not a gimmick. The Switch is a real deal. So
The Wii was that Bubblicious gum. You know that
Yeah.
Bubblicious, that's the best tasting gum you can have for the first 15 seconds, and then it tastes like crap. It's not that quick flash in the bucket type of thing. It's a more longer lasting type of system, and that's what the Switch is.
right,
It's
the
longer
Switch
lasting.
is flirting with, and I'm just gonna say this set up a conversation we're gonna have. We got to get to that conversation, K-Bun, that we said we was gonna have. The Switch is enjoying Sony type success, where it's not it's PlayStation type success, where it's not a gimmick is not what's leading it. This thing is accepted as a cool way to game. That's where it's at. It's enjoying something Nintendo hasn't enjoyed in a long time. So you better believe third party is looking at, man, if they give us a system that we can do really what we want, we don't really have to neuter it like we have to. We got to put this stuff on the Switch because there's just too many people there, and they silly enough to buy Witcher 3 on it, so we going to put it there to get that money. But you got the new Mortal Kombat coming. It's coming to the Switch. Or is it coming to what's coming next? See what I'm saying? Like, Nintendo's in a sweet spot, and you could miss it if you get too greedy with this system. They got to move on, man. That's what I'm saying. So I let it be. I'll leave it at that.
I completely agree with you on that. I won't even fight you on that one. I completely.
They got to
I
move
think you
in this
understand.
window. They got to. They don't want to play with this. they've gotten everything they could possibly want to get out of this system. This system has did everything they needed to do. It brought them back to prime time. It brought respect back. They are cool. Nintendo is cool right now. It's cool. It's cool to play. You don't have to feel like you got to hide to say I play on the Nintendo system. They ain't enjoyed that for like 3-4 decades.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. So I'm saying they got to move now and give them new system, make sure it's backwards compatible, and make sure that system is equivalent to, I would say, PlayStation Pro type, or Steam Deck, up in that level of visual fidelity. Nintendo is going to make buku dollars. It's going to be a problem. They made, man, if I was over Nintendo, I would stay with this form factor. I would bump the capability of the system up. I may bump it up $50 just to offset, so $350. Man, Nintendo is gonna rack. They will rack because now third party, I can put my game on there and it's gonna look like I really wanted to look. I ain't gonna be super dumbed down. It's gonna rack, and then you got all those 125 million that's probably be willing to move over to the next thing. Give me a job.
They have to strike while the iron's hot. They really do.
They can't play with this one. So that's what I'm excited for. Go ahead, Keith. My bad.
Oh, I'm
that was me. That was me in the background.
Oh, okay, they greedy. You're right, Nia. They can be greedy, and I'm hopeful.
But see, that scares me though, because what scares me is I don't know if you always want something to be successful, but I don't know if they planned on the Mario movie being that successful. I don't think that was their forecast. And what scares me is that there's a wave now, right? And kids go bananas for Mario right now, right? And you just say the word peaches, they flip out, right? And so I'm afraid that they will ride that wave longer than necessary, because $1 billion of a movie is huge, and then now you have the theme park too, and then you can milk this a little bit longer because you have mind share. Right. And so I hope they don't, but it scares me how successful that movie was and how it may translate to how they see their Switch product, which are two different things.
I got it.
Go ahead,
plot twist. That Peaches game that we saw earlier. That's it. That's the new hotness for the new. No, I'm just playing. But that will be crazy, and they don't even call it Princess Peach; they call it Peaches. Right.
Right.
I'm gonna say this: everything K-Bum said is possible because, like you said, Nia, Nintendo is greedy. But if Nintendo is smart, you don't waste that alley-oop that the Mario movie threw you. Yep. Mario movie is not, like I said, the Switch made you popular with teens and adults. The Mario movie has introduced Mario to a whole new generation. You use that to sell your new stuff. You don't use that to continue to sell this thing. This thing is sold. You have sold more than you ever thought you was going to sell on the Switch.
Funny.
You use that momentum to sell your new thing. You take the momentum of Mario movie and Peaches, and these kids, and you give them the 3D Mario game on the new system, and Christmas next year, you talking about moving units. That's why I'm telling you, man, I believe it's going to come out. I'm hopeful that it comes out top of the year, March of next year. Get all us early adapters, get that momentum going. Give us that 3D Mario, and then the holiday season, all them kids getting their Mario game, getting that Mario fix. And
I just hope whatever they have, whatever it's going to be, because it's going to be something. Whatever it is that people are going to say, I gotta have that too. They're going to look at their old thing and say, "Ooh, I'm ready to move on." like we are the hardcore. But I hope whatever they do, that the casual market is going to be like, all right, I'm ready to move on with everybody else. Because
I
y'all
think they
right,
there.
that the Mario movie gave them a nice alley oop. Like Nintendo really doesn't have a lot of time to get this thing right. Like they could mess this up
It's
royally.
right, but it's set up so good. They don't have to do nothing but do what we said to do. That's all they got.
Not tax time.
No,
Not
All
because
they-
tax time.
me a funny.
Dude, all they gotta do is do the exact same formula they did with the original Switch. Do it
But
the
you
exact
don't-
same way.
But you don't want to come out with something and people say this. It's not ready, or why did they rush this? And they gotta
Who gonna say
We
they
said-
rushed it in 7
we-
years?
We
Who?
said they rushed the Switch.
The
We was
Switch
ready for the Wii.
No, we was all ready to get away from the Wii U.
We were, but when the Switch came out, they was like, man, this thing should have came out a year or not. No, it was something like they were still missing features. Like, man, it don't have Bluetooth.
It was the
or, it didn't
online
have
stuff.
this.
Yeah, we was fussing about
Online.
that. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were, and we still fussing about all that. But we was okay. We was upset that they didn't put like Nintendo always do. Man, we got to get off here. But like Nintendo always do, they always gonna be behind in that one area of online. So that was the online stuff. We didn't feel like the Switch was rushed. We just felt like they didn't put everything they was supposed to put on it. Like, dude, where's the Bluetooth? Where is this? Where is that? Where is the ability to
YouTube apps.
Yeah, YouTube apps, the ability to get on the internet, the ability to chat with your friends. Oh, that's what we was fussing about. We was happy to have the device. We was happy to be past the Wii U. We was, boy, my Wii U ain't got, my GameCube got more respect than how I've let that Wii U get treated. My Wii U went into my little girl's room. I had to take it out of there. That Wii U wasn't going to make it if I kept it in that room. That's why I ain't gave her the Switch, because I know that's glass. It ain't making it at all. So, no, man, I think I don't know about y'all. I can feel that the market is ready to move to the next thing with the Switch. I feel like the market is asking for it. They hype for it. They love it. You just getting late adapters. You getting late bad people. This thing ain't fizzed out yet. Okay, I use my cousin. I won't say his name. Well, Cam. Cam, he just now getting the Switch. I think a year ago. To play Breath of the Wild.
Funny.
What? What's wrong?
No, I said that ain't funny. What I'm laughing for. I'm sorry. That ain't.
But he is. He just now got it about a year ago to play Breath of the Wild. Now, but I guarantee you, like when the PlayStation came out, he was trying to get the PlayStation day one. He knew he was going to eventually get the Switch. He just got it late. He ain't going to trip off of the new system coming out because he's going to buy it late. Like we look at Xbox right now. I get the Xbox at some point. I don't have to have it right now. So that's who buying the Switch now. All them types. Who was like, I get it down the road when they get a game I want to play, or they get enough games that justify me giving them $200-$300. But the people that made the Switch a success, I think they've been waiting for a new system for about a year now. And Tears of the Kingdom help you overlook that because it's so freaking good. You can overlook it because of some of Nintendo's titles that they give you. You overlook the fact that you want something new. None of these titles going to make you realize you ain't going to forget you want something new with Mario Wonder. You ain't going to forget that you want something new with Mario RPG Remake. You still going to know I want something new. Matter of fact, Tears of the Kingdom still let me know I want something new, but I'm enjoying this game, but I still want a new system. So I believe Nintendo is going to be smart and do what they need to do. I believe they know they got to do it, and I believe they will. But anyway, I'll leave it at that, man. We've been on here for 2 hours and 18 minutes. We got to wrap this up.
Wrap it up, G.
But anyway, so I hope that y'all enjoyed that end part. Kind of saved that part for the end for all you that stuck through with us. Finally, the end is near, y'all. Game over. The Switch is out of here. So enjoy Mario Wonder, Pikachu, Detective, Mario RPG. This is all signs that the end is fastly approaching, and we on the cusp of some fresh new beginnings. And I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to get out of here. I'm going to let these dudes sign out, starting with K-Bum20. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it was fun to be a fly on the wall doing this podcast because I didn't get ready. I ain't get to say too much, but it was good for to hang out with you guys in the comment section, keeping me woke. I appreciate you guys, and till next time, have fun.
Mr. Norris.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great show. We got a chance to talk about Nintendo and the future of Nintendo. Thanks to everybody who came out in the comment section. Look out for that spoiler cast of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because the level's gonna beat it, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk. Okay, well, I'm sorry. It's gonna happen.
I hope
get ready.
I hope I'm able to beat it by then.
Nah, you're gonna beat it. You're gonna beat it.
So, yes. Also, next week, we may have that conversation that we were talking about, K-Bum. We had a topic that I brought up. Who was actually number one in the video game space? Is it actually Sony?
Well, Xbox came out and said it's not them.
We know it's not them. So we gonna have a discussion about. I'm gonna try to prove that Nintendo is actually, when you look at it all the way around, actually number one. K-Bum is gonna argue for Sony.
I'm not proving anything. I'm let the facts lay where they are.
Let the facts lay where they lay. But I'm
not gonna argue for anything. If something's better, I'm gonna call it out.
Keith's gonna be the tiebreaker because I don't know which side he gonna lean towards.
I stand with the truth.
Right. So next week, y'all stay tuned for that because we undid research. We got. I might have slides and everything to put up here, man. For my argument. So be back next week. Hopefully nothing happens in between then that we have to talk about, because we were supposed to talk about that last week, but all these showcases happened, so we put it off. So next week, who is actually number one in the gaming industry? When you look at all the bells and the whistles and the dust settles, who is actually number one? We will discuss that next week. It's going to be a good one, y'all. Y'all should be here. But anyway, thank you to Nia, Heart and Soul. Let me see who else is up in here. Alan Steed, Phoenix Star. Who else? A few others in here that I may have missed. But anyway, all you guys that tuned in on the night, those who was in the background listening, those who was commenting in the comment section, we appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all share this, like this, thumb it up, leave your comments, whatever. We trying to grow this viewer back up. We trying to stay consistent with this thing. And I believe we are unique to all other podcasts in this space. I think we ourselves, and we bring clean, wholesome, fun dialogue. So y'all get this pumped up. Anyway, this is your boy Level signing out. K-Bum20, Keith Norris. Till next week, deuces.
Raise your banana.
She was in here, I didn't see her.
She just popped up late.
Oh, you late, Ranger. Welcome to the show, but we out of here. But anyway, deuces.
But we got smashed, bro. But we got smashed. But we got smashed. But we got smashed, bro.